Temporal Forces is about to release in literally a matter of days. I'm really looking forward to the set. After looking at the set list, this actually looks quite interesting. Some beautiful artwork, some great Pokemon, some insane looking illustration rares. But what are the best products to buy for your money? Now, Pokemon have been releasing these sets with a ton of different products. It wasn't just literally like an ETB in a booster box. They're bringing out all sorts of things, from single pack blisters, triple pack blisters, booster bundles now for the main sets as well. And on top of that, you've got ETBs and you've got booster boxes and many other things as well. Like literally, they're just jam packing as many different products as humanly possible, and Temporal Forces is definitely going to be the same. But which is the best for your money? We'll be going through all of that in today's video. Let's get into it. Alright guys, Temporal Forces is here, well, pretty much here, and there are loads of different ways you can buy the product, of course. Now, as a rule, I tend to go for booster boxes if I'm going to open them. I don't usually go for some of the other products. ETBs I do sometimes to open as well, but booster bottles are new. Now normally booster bottles are really good for the holiday sets because there's no booster boxes for them. Are they going to be good for your money? The price of Temporal Forces looks to be pretty similar to all the other Scarlet and Violet era sets, even though this has a smaller print run, so there's going to be a lot less products out there than there were of other Scarlet and Violet era sets, which necessarily isn't bad, but it's one thing we have to keep in mind as well. Let's jump into it. Okay, so we have here the buyer's guide to Temporal Forces. There are a ton of different products available out there, of course, and it is dropping on the 22nd of March. I've already got my pre-orders in anyway. I'm going to be breaking into the set on release day and on Sunday the 24th. If you do want to grab some packs and jump into the live breaks, then make sure to join us at 8 PM UK time. It's going to be great fun. And yeah, join in. Hopefully we can pull some absolute bangers because this set looks pretty good. So the best way of doing this is probably kind of buy, if you've got to open it, the best thing to do is if you've got to open this, we want to work out what is the best value for our money if we're cracking packs, you know, because we want to have fun, right? Because this set does look pretty cool. So first off, we do have, like, gives us a little example of what we can find in the set. We have the return of Ace cards. I don't play the TCG. I'm learning to play the TCG, and expect some gameplay videos drop in real soon on the channel of me trying to play that and trying to climb ladder as well. That's going to be quite interesting. And of course, we've got the big chase cards in the set as well. And these special illustration rares are some of my favorites from Scarlet and Violet era. I must say that the illustration rares and special illustration rares are an incredible addition to Scarlet and Violet, and I would say that a lot of them in a lot of these sets are very, very nice. Iono is very nice from Paldea Evolved. Of course, got the Magikarp as well, the T-Tar. There's so many amazing stuff from Paldea Evolved. In Flames, got such a cool looking Charizard, and then so on and so forth, right? There's so many amazing ones, and this set is no exception. You do get the 6 legendary beasts. I'm really looking forward to getting the OG legendary beasts in their new forms, even though the Raikou looks a bit funny with being a giraffe, but still it is really cool. Gouge and Fire, this one right here, is going to be my chase card of the set. Right, let's get into the prices. This is what we want about. We want to know about money and everything like that. So a normal booster pack of Temporal Forces is going for around about $3.26, which is pretty much what other sets are going for right now. That's if you're going to buy a loose booster, and as it says right now, the market price is $3.29, more below a dollar below the MSRP of $4.49. Don't forget, MSRP did go up with the release of the Scarlet and Violet era, which is fine, but you can pick them up for a lot cheaper than that, which is fantastic. Then we move over to the booster box. Now, like I say before, booster boxes, in my opinion, are the best value for money if you want to crack open a ton of packs. Now, the thing is obviously it's more expensive, i.e. the entry point is higher than if you're going to go and buy the odd pack here and there. You know, we're looking at a higher entry point. So at the moment, we're looking around $108. This is actually a little bit higher than some of the other sets that did come out. Obsidian Flame is actually higher than Paldea Evolved, Scarlet and Violet Base, Paradox Rift. So, you know, Temporal Forces coming out. As a rule, they tend to do drop, so you've got to keep that in mind. Like it says here, so you've got the market price when they did this, it was $110. You're looking around $3, so you're probably looking around about $3 right now for a booster pack, which is actually pretty decent, especially with the increase in MSRP. I thought that going into the Scarlet and Violet era with the increase in MSRP, that we wouldn't be seeing many booster boxes at around $100, let alone under $100, and now you can find pretty much all of the Scarlet and Violet era ones for under $100. That's because they've printed a ton of them. If this is getting printed less, this might actually, you know, keep its price afloat, which is interesting. ETBs, I don't rate ETBs that much to open, although they did get better in the Scarlet and Violet era with the addition of an extra pack and the promo, which actually makes it a bit more worth your money compared to just 8 packs. So we have 2 different variants. I'm not a huge fan of 2 different variants. I like just having one. There you go. We have 2, and they do have different prices. I think design in the box, promos, things like that. So we do have the 2 different ones, one at 42, one at about 38. You are looking at over $1 more expensive if you do buy it, but then again, you do get the promos and all the other accessories inside, not just packs. So you got to keep that in mind. Personally, out of the 2, I like ancient Pokemon. I'm going to go for the ancient one, but I have got one of each to open. Not to keep sealed. If I was going to keep sealed, I'd go for the Pokemon Center exclusives, but still, these are pretty cool. So not too bad to open anyway. And then we have the Pokemon Center versions. Don't open these guys. Look at the market price. It's just not worth it. Just don't do it. And as you can see here, market price, where you look at $13.50 per pack. It really isn't worth it. Even if you open up the Pokemon Center version, it's still not worth it at $5. If you bought it directly from the Pokemon Center website, it's just not that worth it. Keep them sealed, alright? Booster bundles. So booster bundles is a great way for stuff like 151, Paldea and Fates. Those sets that don't have booster boxes, these are a great addition. But it's interesting that they're bringing them out for normal sets. We can see whether or not these are worth it. So we take a look at this. Current market price, looking around $26. It's $4.38 a pack. Not worth it. Not worth it. You know, we just said like the booster box was like $3 a pack. You know, yes, this is a bit cheaper, i.e., you know, entry point is cheaper than a booster box. You're only going to be paying $26 rather than $100 or more. But this is still more expensive than buying a booster box. If you bought 6 of these, it would cost you more than if you bought a booster box. You know, you're looking at probably about $40 more expensive, which is quite a bit, to be fair. Then you got the build and battle boxes. This is like the pre-release boxes. These are really great. Obviously, if you've been to the pre-release already, I've never actually been to a pre-release. Like I said, I don't know how. I don't really play the game. One day I might. Once I've learned, I might actually drop by and go to a pre-release. Do we have any prices for that one? No, nothing there. But we have here $19. Here we go. So $19, $5 per booster pack. Again, not really worth it, but this is for the event. This is for pre-releases. Now I remember going for pre-releases for Magic the Gathering events, pretty much the same thing. You get pre-release kits. They're not really good value for money per pack, but it's fun, it's cool for that event, and you know, get a little sneak peek and get the cards early, which is always pretty cool. But I personally wouldn't go out and buy these and crack them open, you know. Then we got the 3-pack blisters. The blisters are okay. I mean, a lot of people say that the blisters have better pull rates. I still haven't really opened up enough of any set in triple pack blisters to really know the difference, but who knows. You're looking around $12, give or take. Again, a little bit more expensive at $4 per booster pack. You do get a little cool promo in there as well, which is okay, but not great. I just think it's not really worth it. I just feel like, yeah, ETBs, maybe booster bundles are going to be a bit better than open up these, but it is, again, a nice cheaper entry option if you want to grab some packs. Then you got the single pack blisters. I've always said that these are definitely not worth it. I've never really rated these at all, personally. A market price is about $12. It has actually dropped since then, but even since then, even if these were $6, still not worth it. Just it really isn't worth it. And you know, the coin and the promo you get with it, cool. I mean, it doesn't, most of the time, most people don't really want that. And for the booster pack, it really isn't worth it. This is really overpaying if you buy any of these. I always suggest do not buy these. It's just brutal. You know, it's so expensive. There you have it, guys. Those are the different products they're going to be releasing with Temporal Forces. As a rule, I tend to go for booster boxes. Of course, they do cost a little bit more. You could be looking at things like ETBs, aren't too bad just because of the promo and the accessories you get in there. Or you can go for the booster bundles. They're probably going to be the 3 products that you want to be cracking open. Don't buy the single pack blisters. Triple pack blisters are okay if they do drop in price. Build and battle kits, hey look, they're just cool for the, you know, pre-release, and that's basically it. And whatever you do, do not open your Pokemon Center exclusives. I know it's got such a cool looking promo in there with the stamp, but honestly, it's still not worth it. It really isn't. Even if you open it up and you value the promo, it just still is very expensive for the packs you get inside there. And just is the case, you know, it's a great sealed option. If you're looking at keeping any of these sealed, I would go for booster boxes and the Pokemon Center ETBs. Normal ETBs are okay if you do want to keep them sealed. Personally, I don't. But if you do want to keep them sealed as well, that's always a good shout. But apart from that, triple pack blisters, single pack blisters, booster bundles, and all the others, they're not great. In my opinion, they're not going to be great options to keep sealed. How well will this set do in the long run? We don't know. Time will tell. It all depends on pull rates and, of course, the supply and demand. Is this going to be, you know, printed a lot? Already we've seen that allocations are a lot less, 50% in most places of getting the product available. So I expect it to be a lot less than the rest of the Scarlet and Violet era, which seems to be quite high. So that has promises for the single card values of the set, but of course pull rates have a massive impact. From what I've seen already, you know, we've looked at pull rates and, you know, you're looking at things like a ton of hits per box, which is what you've been getting from the Scarlet and Violet era, 11 and 13 hits. But to get those specific cards are still quite tough. So yeah, it'd be really, really interesting. If you made this far into the video, guys, and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button, make sure you subscribe for more Pokemon content. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments about the different products. Which ones do you prefer to buy? Like I say, for me, it's got to be booster boxes and then ETBs. But you never know, booster bundles might be pretty good as well. Or if you do pick up triple pack blisters, then, you know, go for it, and hopefully they have good pull rates. If you want to see my review of the entire set of Temporal forces, then make sure to click the video on the screen right now. And if you watch more Pokemon content, guys, you want to do, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, that's it from me in this video. As always, you guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.